cetera, and how it's, it's your divers, but it's part of that swimming and diving team.
Yeah, at Texas, even when I was a diver here back in 81 through 85, there was just this culture that has permeated throughout the team and university. We really have just continued that culture of, it's a team. It's a swimming and diving team, and every event counts. When the swimmers are up, when their relay's up, the divers are cheering them on. When there's a swimming break and the diving is now competing, the swimmers all gather around the diving well and cheer each other on. Everyone's important, everyone's equal, and they know that it can come down to one single dive that could help the whole team win the national title, because it's happened down to one single dive or one single race. So everyone's treated the same with great importance, and we're just so excited, the diving team and I, to be a part of a swimming team that treats their diving staff and their diving team like that. It is a rarity, and Texas has it. It's a big advantage for us because we want to do everything we can to help the swim team like the Tower Longhorns.
You mentioned the verticals and things that the average fan may not think about. What are the most important factors in not only being a great diver, but maybe being able to improve and become a better diver?
Yeah, thanks to Anna Craig, our strength coach, our team consistently, ever since she's been part of our program for like 9 or 10 years now, has just gotten stronger and stronger. And a good example of that is our freshman Olympian, Haley Hernandez, came in with a vertical jump September of 2021 of about 25 inches. And obviously very capable, aesthetic, beautiful diver, great rhythm, very great accuracy. But one thing that adds to the element of diving so that you can improve exponentially and increase your degree of difficulty is when you add strength, especially in the legs and core. Back in my day when I was a diver, it was kind of just an accuracy test, to see how vertical you could be on the water surface throughout the contest. Now it's not just an accuracy test, it is athleticism. Who's stronger?
Thanks, Matt. Matt, what was your reaction when Eddie came back and, enjoyed that long retirement, and now he's back?
Well, actually, I wasn't surprised that he came back. I was surprised that he retired. He's very highly functioning, and he always has been. He is so sharp. I'll say things to him, and he'll come back with a great retort that I couldn't even believe that he would think of. He's just so sharp. He loves it. He loves the young men that he's working with, and I think he plans on continuing as long as he can, because he gets it done every day.
Anything else for Matt?
One more question, John. Matt, this is kind of that stretch where, in the next 5 weeks, Big 12 region national championship. How do you sense it with your team that, all right, this is it. This is, go time. It's a pretty short window where so much will be decided.
Oh yeah, everyone feels the urgency. When you turn the corner of the year right after the Christmas break, and the new semester begins, everyone kind of starts feeling the urgency then. And we've had some great training, of weeks of training since then. And now that we're headed to conference tomorrow, we definitely feel the urgency. And it's not a sense of negative pressure. It's a sense of, oh, this is going to be exciting. We're stronger than ever. We're training better than ever. Let's get after it.
What does that urgency look like or sound like at practice?
Diving wise, you'll see the divers up on the board, and they'll gain their composure just a little bit more. They'll be a little more thoughtful before they walk down the board, knowing that this repetition is pretty important because they're competing very successfully. They're let them hear, they cheer, let them hear. The swimmers, conversely, when they come crunch time, they're tapering, and they tend to get a little crazier. You hear them cheering, yelling, having fun as we lead up to the big crunch time. So it's unique. Divers kind of get a little more zeroed in, and swimmers just get a little crazier because they're not doing the normal yardage that they would. So they have all this energy built up.
Hey, Matt, you've been doing this a long time. How do you keep this from getting more of a routine, getting older? How do you get motivated each year for this?
Well, I think, John, you can probably attest to this. As you age, you get some perspective and you realize how fortunate you are to be in the situation that you're in. And this job for me has always been a situation where I'm really still a young kid in a candy store. I'm excited to help young people go for their dreams. And then to have, working staff members, our head swim coach, Carol, our head men's coach, Eddie, their assistants, just to have a staff that supports diving so much, it makes it easier to keep on working hard.
And how about that connection where you're working with both teams and you're kind of in the middle there?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, growing up, being part of a diving team was a boys and girls team, a men's and women's team, and so it's very natural for me to work for a women's team and a men's team.